Hi, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of UpClose. My name is Jennifer, and today we're switching up to arts and entertainment. My guest today, his name is Nolan Quintanilla. He has a very amazing and interesting personality. I cannot wait for us to meet him. So, let's get it started. Hi, Nolan.
Hi.
Quintanilla.
Yes.
Yes, I
Yes.
like the name. What's the origination?
My family is Spanish and Mexican. So it's just a, a long family name. There's not many people with the last name Quintanilla, which
I
I
know.
appreciate. So
You better
yeah.
appreciate. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not like you can walk anywhere and everyone is called Quintanilla.
Yeah.
It's a very nice name. So, what brought you to West Texas A&M? I mean,
I'm actually from here.
Oh.
I grew up in Amarillo and Canyon. I went to high school at Canyon High School, which is down the street. Um, yeah, and I've known about the university my entire life, obviously, because I grew up here. And in middle school and high school, I came and saw a lot of the theater performances in the theater program. And I remember just being like, yeah, I want to go to this program. It's going to be a really, really fun time.
yeah.
And it's right here at home, which is great.
It's right here at home because not a lot of people get to have their schools near home where they can always say, okay, my home is just 15 minutes away from school, so you can just hop in and out of home and just do stuff. How were you able to combine academics with theater because you get to travel and go a lot of places? So how are you able to merge academics and what you do with theater?
Um, uh, we are kind of thankful that we're in like a age of COVID. Not thankful, but it has shifted academics to in like an online presence, a really heavy online presence. And I've been able to do core classes like web-based core classes, so that when I'm working at rehearsal, I could do schoolwork if I was there at rehearsal as well. It's kind of hard
I know.
juggling both of them, but it's not impossible. And of course, since we are at a university, the university requires some of the courses to have a huge academic presence in them. And so, like, I'm doing a musical theater history final exam this week. That is a 12-page essay.
And how's it going?
It's good. I'm, getting through it slowly but surely. It's going to be in his office and in his box by the end of the week.
You'll be fine. You will be fine. What's your best part about theater?
I love the rehearsal process of theater. I like learning and hearing what a director or a choreographer has to say. I love hearing what the other people in my cast have to say about the work. I love learning the rhythm and feeling and movement that you get when you're in a show. I'm just in love with the process, and of course performing is fun and hearing applause is nice, but after all of that, I just love the feeling of the excitement that you get when you're performing with a bunch of people who are on the same page as you, and it's wonderful and it's exhilarating.
I think you do amazing because I think the only thing I did about theater acting was when I was in, middle school thereabout.
Yeah.
When you have to act like Jesus theater, like someone is Joseph, someone is Mary, the three wise men. That was the best I did. So I congratulate you.
Oh, thank you. I definitely did that too when I was younger.
Oh, did you? I guess everybody did that.
Yeah. I think it's just a universal thing, everyone. Play
Everybody
Jesus.
does. Play Jesus. Play Jesus. Play Jesus. Exactly. At what point did you know that theater was for you?
I mean, when I was younger, I was just so in awe by theater. But if I'm going to be honest, it was about 3 weeks ago. I went on a trip to...
No, wait.
Yes.
Wait, no.
Like,
Nolan, you've been doing theater for a very long time.
It was about 3 weeks ago that I
Wow.
knew that I had to do this the rest of my life, though. Because I
I'm
was
impressed.
I was on a trip to New York And I just saw my first Broadway show ever 3 weeks ago because I just haven't been able to go to New York until 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And I left. I was seeing Wicked on Broadway, and I left the theater and I called my mom immediately. I was on the road, like I was just walking down the street in Times Square, like, sobbing to my mom on the phone, like I have to do this for the rest of my life.
Now he's acting.
Yeah. I was like, I have to, but yeah, it wasn't until 3 weeks ago that I was like, this is what I have to do. I have to.
Yeah, I think I agree with you because most of us do things we think we know how to do, but there comes this specific time in our lives where that clicks and you're like, I want to do this for the rest of my life, and then I want to take it seriously. So I'm excited for you that you've been doing this for a very long time, but just 3 weeks ago you wanted to do this for the rest of your life. How was that feeling like? Just walking down Times Square and you're like, I want to do this for the rest of my life.
It was so assuring. It was like I finally saw life after this. I was like, sure, I could picture like maybe I'll get a job at a theater, maybe I'll start teaching.
Exactly.
But it wasn't until that moment that I was like, yeah, this is it. This is what I'm doing, and I'm gonna do it.
Perfect.
Such a great and strong feeling. Yeah.
I know, I can imagine. Let's backtrack a bit. Where did you grow up? You grew up here in Amarillo. What was the upbringing like? Do you think your upbringing here has in any way shaped your perception of theater in any way?
Yeah. Well, I'm very thankful that we also grew up in a time of technology and the internet. So I was able to see a whole broad spectrum of the world because of the internet. But as far as theater goes, here, it is a large community in Amarillo. We have multiple theater companies here. All of the high schools and of course WT are hugely involved with each other, and so there's a large theater community here. So I'm very happy for that. And as far as like learning about theater at a very young age, I was very happy that I did that. I was in a good program, but being from here, theater was about, the audience. It's not as much about like money as it is sometimes out in other places, but it was about receiving good reviews from the audience, which that's what I learned from theater.
Yeah, I also think that from everything, most of us don't even have to start about the money. And with you, it looks like it's been just pure bliss and pure passion. So as the passion grows, some people think that as the passion grows, the money comes along with it. But with other people feel like the money has to come first before I put my passion in it. So for you, it has been the other way around. How supportive would you say your family has been with you down this road that you've chosen to tread on?
Extremely supportive. I am very, very lucky that I am from the family that I'm from, because they've just been, I am the only person in my family that sings, acts, or dances, the only one. And they have all just been so receptive of it because they're excited to see something different. My family is so sports involved. So yeah.
I love sports.
Yeah. I mean, they're fun, but not for me.
Do you know how to do any sports? Any sports? Any.
Okay, so my dad is a personal trainer, so he's very athletically inclined.
Okay.
And so every single one of because I have 3 older brothers, and every single one of them was involved heavy in sports.
Right.
And of course, my dad wanted me to do that. My name's Nolan. I'm named after Nolan Ryan.
That's fancy.
And I have never been on a baseball team. Well, it's just because it's the whole imagery of like there's kids playing on the field, and then there's another little kid like playing with like flowers.
Exactly.
That
was you.
Yeah, I was just so disinterested. I was like, I don't want to do this. I do.
What's your favorite genre of music?
Personally, R&B pop. Yeah. But as far as like show tunes go, I love like the classics. Like one of my favorite musicals is Funny Girl, which is
so I guess you'll be able to do like a 15-second sing for us in the audience?
um,
Yes,
whoa,
Nolan.
I gotta go.
No, you're staying right here. You're doing that for. So I'm going to ask you one last question before you do the sing first. What would you say to any young kid who has had the passion to do theater but is thinking, well, Amarillo is all about agriculture, cows, farming. What exactly can I do with theater? What would you say to such a kid?
I would say that there is a spot for everybody in the theater world. It's so inclusive.
Right.
It's made for everybody, especially the route that we're going as far as inclusivity goes. That never shy away. If you have passion and if you have a love
Right.
for it, do it. And the world is so much bigger than Amarillo, Texas as well. So
Yes, Nolan. So I'm going to have you look right into that camera there, and you can sing us your favorite song.
oh my gosh.
Don't be shy.
Okay, so this is from Funny Girl.
Okay.
And I've been singing it since I was like 13. So
Great.
I'm the greatest star, I am by far, but no one knows it. That's why I was born. I'll blow my horn. I'm done. That's all you're getting.
Oh my God. I felt serenaded by that. So, ladies and gentlemen, I am sad we have to go, but we will have Nolan again some of the times, definitely. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being with us. It has been Jennifer with the Prairie News, and thanks for staying.